Hi, my name's Paul. I'm from Nutrient Nirvana. It's a beautiful day here over the allotment, and I thought I'd just share my thoughts with you after interviewing Clive De Carle about a week ago. It was an hour-long interview. Really interesting stuff from Clive as always. We talked about many things, but primarily concentrated on what things you can do for yourself and your family to improve your health at a cost of nothing at all. So things that are completely free that you can do right now that will improve your health. And also we talked about the four key nutrient deficiencies in most people's lives at the moment, and vitamin D, vitamin C, magnesium and iodine are the four essential nutrients that if you're getting enough of, you should be avoiding sickness really. So the things that we can do for free, we started talking about water and filtering water, obviously avoiding tap water, heavily chlorinated these days. The water in the UK, most of it comes through lead pipes, and those pipes have been there since Victorian times, so you really want to avoid drinking tap water. So filtered water or drinking bottled water is much preferable to drinking tap water. We talked about fermenting foods. This is a really big one for me. It's a really simple thing to do. I'm going to do a video on that in the next few weeks. But yeah, fermenting your vegetables, so you've got a constant supply of probiotics, B vitamins, vitamin A, vitamin K. They're really super good for you, so please consider fermenting foods. We talked about all sorts of different things, like inclined bed therapy is another one. Just raising the head of your bed by 6 inches can have all sorts of benefits to your health. I've been doing it now for about best part of 10 years probably, and if I sleep on a flat bed now, if I'm going away somewhere, I hate it. I can't get comfortable. So it's more comfortable, it helps circulation, it helps so many things. When we sleep we heal, obviously. It's the part of the day where our body shuts off and repairs itself. So sleep is super important, and if you incline your bed, you're going to improve that process. So I'll also include a link at the bottom of this video, so you can find out more on incline bed therapy, but it's definitely a really good thing to do. We talked about earthing. Something I'm going to do today over at the allotment is just walk around for a few minutes barefoot, reconnecting to the land. Super good for negative ions. We talked about sun gazing. This is something that you can do at either sunrise or sunset. Don't try it in the middle of the day because you might burn your eyes away, but if you do it at sunrise or sunset, this is supposed to cleanse your pineal gland. So that's obviously a really good thing to do. We talked about meditation, we talked about exercise, walking. I love walking in the woods. The air quality is much better, plus you're close to nature, and whenever I come back from the woods I'm always in a really good mood. What else did we talk about? We talked about living in the love state as opposed to a state of fear, which is obviously going to be better for you and your health. Clive talked about how when you're worrying about things, you know, whatever, most things, 95% of the things we worry about don't actually happen. So it's just trying to live in a state of love, especially at this moment in time. We also briefly mentioned cooking oils. So when you're cooking your food, please don't use cooking oils. Only use coconut oil or butter, or lard or ghee. Anything like sunflower seed oil, flaxseed oil, all these different type of vegetable oils especially, all those type of oils are super bad for you once you've heated them. They go above a certain temperature and produce nitrates, which are very dangerous for your health. So that's a big one. Just don't use cooking oils, only coconut oil. And then we talked about the four key nutrients for maintaining your health. Obviously there are lots of other nutrients that are essential, but the four big ones, if you like: magnesium, vitamin D, vitamin C and iodine. These are the big 4 nutrients that really help your body stay healthy basically, and avoid sickness. So the first one, magnesium. Deficiencies include leg cramps, snoring, hiccups, restless leg syndrome, eye twitches, and there are a few more as well. So magnesium is super important. We discussed the possible reasons why it's no longer in the soil or in our vegetables as much as it used to be. We talked about how magnesium, we burn magnesium when we're stressed, we sweat it out when we exercise, so we really need to be topping up our magnesium levels. Vitamin C, I'm a big fan of vitamin C, really because of Linus Pauling. So Linus Pauling was a Nobel Prize winning scientist. He won it twice. I think he's the only scientist to have won the Nobel Prize twice, and he was really advocating vitamin C for most of his career as a way of treating so many different ailments. For example, if you feel yourself coming down with a cold or a flu, immediately take around 5 grams of vitamin C in water, and repeat that process every hour, and you may find that the cold or flu just goes away within a few hours. So vitamin C is a really big one. Obviously our immune system needs it, cartilage, bones and teeth need it. It does so many things in the body. The big one obviously is the immune system. And then vitamin D. So vitamin D, there's been a lot of talk about vitamin D over the last 18 months for obvious reasons. I've been supplementing with vitamin D now for around 10 to 12 years, and in that time I've not had a cold at all. Prior to that I used to get at least one cold every winter. So vitamin D's definitely improved my health. It really boosts your immune system. It really helps fight inflammation in the body. It's probably the best anti-inflammatory there is. It's very good for anxiety, depression, SAD, sad disorder in the winter. So vitamin D is a really important nutrient. And we talked about iodine. So iodine, have you got cold feet, cold hands? Do you walk into a room and suddenly wonder, why did I walk into this room? Brain fog, in other words, poor memory. All these are deficiencies of iodine. And if you're living by the coast, then you might be getting enough iodine coming in off the ocean. But people aren't consuming anywhere near enough iodine. In Japan, women in Japan eat lots of seafood, seaweed, and 9 out of 10 Japanese women don't suffer with symptoms of the menopause, and that's because they're getting lots of iodine. So iodine again is super important. So yeah, I've got another video coming out soon next week, hopefully an interview with somebody. We're going to be discussing fulvic minerals, a super product. So please give me a like and subscribe and all that jazz, and I'll see you soon.